Battle Rider Rayzor S2. Episode 17, Dark Future Part 1. The jagged, skeletal remains of Coral Cove scraped against the bruised, crimson sky of the dark future. Matt, Steve, and Eddie navigated the debris field, their faces grim masks of determination. Each step crunched on pulverized concrete and twisted metal, a testament to Vetti's reign of terror. "Definitely not in Kansas anymore," Steve quipped, his voice laced with a nervous energy that betrayed the gravity of their situation. Eddie snorted. "You've been dying to say that since we landed, haven't you?" He hefted a bent piece of rebar, testing its weight. "Feels like an eternity since we last transformed, thanks to that time warp." Matt shoved a slab of concrete aside, revealing a cavernous pit. "This has to be Rayzor Zero's time. Vetti's has really done a number on everything." He scanned the horizon, his police instincts kicking in. Top priority is finding the others, especially Rayzor Zero. God knows what kind of danger he's in. Eddie tinkered with his Evo changer, now a useless hunk of plastic and metal. Time warp must have scrambled them something fierce. No signal, nothing. Somewhere else amid the ruins, the Guardian, his ethereal form shimmering faintly, walked alongside Rayzor Zero, who was still clad in his battle-worn armor. "Why the constant armor, Rider?" the Guardian asked, his voice echoing slightly. Rayzor Zero hesitated, then sighed. "I didn't want the others to know. It would change things, you know." The Guardian chuckled, a dry, knowing sound. "I already know who you are. Besides, you've already started changing things. By helping the Riders, you're creating a new future. When they return to their time, this nightmare will cease to exist. You'll be erased, replaced by a different version of yourself." Rayzor Zero stopped, his shoulders slumping. He deactivated the Omega buckle, the black and white armor dissolving to reveal a young man, barely older than Liam, with haunted eyes. Matt, Steve, and Eddie stumbled upon them. "Guardian, you okay?" Matt asked, relief etching the lines around his eyes. Steve, ever the joker, pointed at the unarmored youth. "Who's the new guy, and where's Rayzor Zero?" The young man stepped forward, a nervous tremor in his voice. I am Rayzor Zero. My name is Evan Walker." He held up the Omega buckle, a tangible piece of evidence. Matt and Eddie exchanged shocked glances. "Walker, as in Liam Walker?" Matt asked, his voice barely a whisper. Evan nodded, his gaze dropping to the ground. "Yes, Liam Walker is my dad." Steve blinked, completely lost. "Wait, what is happening?" Eddie, his mind racing, pressed further. "Who's your mom, Evan?" Evan lifted his head, a flicker of defiance in his eyes. He rolled up his sleeve, revealing intricate Xylaris markings on his arm. Matt's jaw dropped. "Vara." Evan squared his shoulders. "Yes, my mom is Vara." Eddie ran a hand through his hair, trying to process the implications. "Liam and Vara, they get together, have a kid. That's wow." The Guardian interrupted, his voice laced with urgency. "You Riders were supposed to vanish at a later time, without me or Evan being involved. This entire situation is a paradox, and it's already unraveling this future." His words were cut short by a guttural roar that echoed through the ruined landscape. A figure emerged from the shadows, partially demonized, his features twisted into a grotesque parody of their former enemy, Draxon. "So," Draxon boomed, his voice a distorted echo of its former self, "this is what happened to you Riders." He was flanked by a horde of snarling hellbound, eager for blood. The Riders frantically checked their devices, but they remained useless, dead weight in their hands. Evan was their only hope. "Looks like Draxon got an upgrade in the future," Steve muttered, grabbing a chunk of rubble. "Doesn't make him any prettier," Matt retorted, assuming a defensive stance. Evan, his face a mask of grim determination, activated the Omega buckle. The black and white armor materialized around him, crackling with unstable energy. "This future ends now," he declared, his voice amplified by the suit. Draxon sneered. "This future will be your end." He unleashed his hellbound horde who charged towards the riders, a tide of claws and teeth. Elsewhere, deep within the crumbling skeleton of what was once the Special Missions Department headquarters, Liam Walker stumbled through the debris-strewn corridors. The building was a tomb, a testament to Vetti's brutal reign. Scorch marks and shattered equipment lined the walls, remnants of a desperate struggle. He entered the lab, their base of operations, which was now a scene of utter devastation. The air hung thick with the stench of decay and burnt electronics. Liam felt a pang of guilt twisting in his gut. He had to find them, had to set things right. His gaze fell upon a familiar object lying amidst the rubble, a broken Zelaris sword, the one Vara had wielded in countless battles. He picked it up, the cold metal a stark reminder of everything they had lost. Clutching the broken blade, he surveyed the ruined lab. "I'll find the guys," he muttered, his voice barely audible above the howling wind. "We'll find a way back. We have to stop this future from happening." Suddenly, his eyes fell on another familiar object, a piece of Maverick's armor, lying discarded on the floor. What was that doing here? Before he could ponder the question, the snarling growls of approaching hellbound echoed through the building. They had picked up his scent. He gripped the broken Zelaris sword tighter, his knuckles white. The game had changed, and he was the prey. He braced himself, the broken blade his only defense against the encroaching darkness. The hellbound surged forward, their eyes burning with malevolent hunger. Liam Walker, defender of Earth, stood ready to meet them, a lone beacon of defiance in the suffocating darkness of the dark future. To be continued. # next time on Battle Rider Rayzor. The dark future tightens its grip as the miniseries continues with Part 2.
Stronger than before. Battle Riders go! On the coral coast shore, darkness rising, a war like never before. Demon Lord Venus' will is cold and hard to bring the inferno, tear the world apart. A demon horde spills out, a host of new threats. The only hope left is a team that never got the speed, he's got the heart, he's the core. Liam Walker, Battle Rider Rayzor. Burning rubber, the ultimate rush. That's racist Steve Adams, Battle Rider Drive. Serving justice battle screams, fueling the fury to crush Vitus' dark schemes. They'll push the